Hey, what's going on, everybody? This video is about Chibidango heroes, and it's going to be a paid promotional video, so shout outs to them for helping and supporting the channel. We've actually made a video on them already, so this is more of an update video. Here's the previous video, and I will have this link in the description below if you'd like to go check it out, because this video is going to be more so geared towards their upgrades and their DGEMS. Starting off, you may be wondering what this project is. You may have never heard it before, so we'll go over a little introduction. Chibidango Heroes is an upcoming play-to-earn idle hero game on Cardano. Collect, battle, and summon your heroes. Use them in various activities throughout the Chibi Galaxy to earn rewards, items, and resources. Each Chibi will have its own race, monster, pet, and other creatures that the player can collect or battle against. After you get your Chibi, what you'll use them for is for battling, summoning, collecting, crafting items, and upgrading buildings for their heroes. The community will also have its own marketplace, so you can buy some of these items using their in-game market. There will also be multiple seasons, and each season the team will mint 10,000 seasonals and 40 mythic chibis. And of course, each chibi is unique. It has its own items, it has its own pet, but the mythical chibis are actually more unique and have better items. And these can only be minted through a Discord channel if you have their whitelist. There will be 4 seasons, so there will be 4 10k drops of these chibis. Each season comes with a different race, item, and pets. 6 additional races can be summoned by 2 chibis of different core races. So there will be a tree that they probably come out with when their game starts to come out, but you can imagine it as an elf and a human. If they combined to summon one thing, it would be, well, in all honesty, I don't know what it would be, but it's probably not a human and it's probably not an elf. So maybe it's a mixture of both, or maybe it's its own unique thing, but we will eventually find out. And there will also be 2 other races that will be revealed at a later stage of the game. At the moment, all we have to go off of are humans and elves. And now we're at the part where the chibis start to earn their DGEM tokens. Now, these DGEMs will be given 20 per week to the seasonal Chibidangos. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see season 2 also gets the same amount. So every season is the same amount. It's the 20 DGEMs. But once you get to the tribute, which is their one-of-ones within each season, those get 250 DGEMs per week. And if you continue to scroll down, you see the mythics. And the mythics, there's only 40 per season, and these give you 500 DGEMs per week. It's also important to note that epic and legendary hairstyles will also provide seasonal chibis with additional perks. And before I go and talk about the DGEMs and how you claim these, I want to just go over some of the mythics and their perks. So like we said, each chibi gets 500 per week of the DGEMs. Each mythic increases the cap for daily DGEMs farming by an X amount in adventures. Mythics have a higher chance of summoning legendary and immortal rarity chibis. So when you summon, sometimes there is a random variable where you will get a better chibi or a worse chibi. Mythics have an X amount of discount summoning chibis. Mythics will have a supportive mythic perk for their current Chibidango perk. Weaponsmith, Armorsmith, Tanner, Alchemist, and Caretaker will all have reduced costs. Adventurer, Navigator, Gladiator, and Monster Slayer will all have an X amount of bonus loot that they get from battling. Some of the utility for these DGEMs are leveling your chibi, crafting with your chibi, also doing summoning and upgrading items. They will all use these DGEMs. When you use these DGEMs, they will always be burnt. One example of using these DGEMs is going to the merchant shop and buying one of these items that increases your chance for summoning a more rare chibi. And I know that we already spoke about how you get the weekly airdrops of your DGEMs, but you can also get DGEMs through battling within their Chibidango hero universe. If you scroll down, you can also see the rewards, and players will be able to earn DGEMs through the daily quest activities, which will be finding materials in adventures or winning battles in arena, something along those lines. The daily quests will also be locked by default, and to enable them, you need to buy the Book of Ryu, which is purchasable with ADA for their account. The Book of Ryu is purchasable only once and is account bound. This is to prevent DGEMs from being farmed through bots and multiple account exploits. So now you have your chibi, you know about DGEMs, and you just want to get your DGEM tokens. So let me show you how to do that. So this will take place on their marketplace, which is market.chibidangoheroes.com. Not only can you buy your own chibis here and sell your own chibis here, but you can connect your wallet. I'm going to use my Eternal, and now I am connected, and you can see that I don't have any DGEMs. So what we can do is we can go over to inventory and then wait for your account to load. It'll show that I have one Chibidango here. You'll click on my account, And then it says I can claim 60 of these DGEMS. Something to note as well is that you do not lose these DGEMS. They are 20 per week and they can stack. It's up to you to decide when you want to take them out. So I'm going to be doing this for the first time with you guys. I'm going to click on claim DGEMS. I'm going to wait. A prompt should pop up. And right here, I just need to type in my password and then I will get my DGEMS. All right, and we're back about 5 minutes later. I can no longer claim any DGEMS, and all the DGEMS that I could claim are now in my wallet. Now on the same page, if you've ever been curious about when the next DGEM drop will hit your wallet, you have a timer right over here. And at the minute of recording this video on Tuesday, it's 5 days, 20 hours, 6 minutes, and 33 seconds until my next 20 DGEMS. DGEMS are also pretty interesting in the fact that they are minted through players that do battles in adventures, expeditions, underworld, and arena, as well as just holding your Chibidango. Also, spending these DGEMS, which we've already spoken about, through summoning, crafting, upgrading, and other mechanics will burn these tokens. Their goal is to create a reasonably balanced mint to burn ratio. The other interesting part is that there was no IDO and no pre-mints for the DGEMS. All of them are community minted through NFT staking and gameplay. So two things I also didn't note is that this will last for the first 50 weeks after their first airdrop. So I believe there's 47 more weeks. Also, it does cost a small fee to do the transaction to get your DGEMS. So some people may want to stack these up for a long time and make it the most efficient. However, it is only about 1.5 ADA, so it's not a huge deal, but the reason why they charged something was to discourage bots. I also want to discuss a little bit more about the reward system because I think it's thought out pretty well. We also talked about the DGEMS going through a daily quest which would be locked until you buy the Book of Ryu. The Book of Ryu will cost 40 ADA and half of this price will go to the treasury. Now this talks about the example, so if the daily quests are open to anyone, then bots will just farm and claim the DGEMS and then transfer their chibis to another account and do it all over again. They also have another method though of fixing this. So they say this is not the only solution battling the bots and multi-accounts. So every time players transfer Chibidango heroes from one account to another, chibis will gain a debuff, preventing them from doing any battles until the next day. Buying chibis from the marketplace will not place a debuff on them. Listing chibis on the marketplace and canceling will place a debuff on that chibi. It's also interesting to note that floor chibis won't be able to complete daily quests every single day. The more you level your chibi, and if the chibis have according perks, they will be able to complete the quests on a daily basis. So this is everything on their DGEMS. This is how you claim. This is how their DGEMS will work. And there is a lot more to this project, but I have already covered it. So as I said before, if you do want to check out the rest of this project, please go rewatch my previous video. You can also jump into their Discord. I will have all their links in the description below as well. And you can ask them any questions. They are a very friendly and very open community. Thank you guys so much for watching, but remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Till next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.